So I became interested in Satanism at a young age, around the age of 12 or 13. I was raised in a typical American household. Nothing traumatic happened, I wasn't abused. It was a happy family, Catholic family. I went to church maybe once a month, went to Christmas Mass once a year. And even at a young age, I always had a hard time swallowing the concepts of God and the stories in the Bible. I always looked at the Bible as being kind of a fairy tale, just like Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. And I never understood why people would go to church and pray to an imaginary God. I mean, I always looked at God as an imaginary friend for adults. So nothing traumatic happened, and by the time I was around 12 or 13, and I was old enough to start to read for myself and to actually intellectually become skeptical to popular religion and philosophy and whatnot, it just occurred to me that Christianity is bullshit. And I ran into a guy that was much older than me, around the age of 17 or 18, and he carried around a Satanic Bible. And I read it. I was interested. I was fascinated with the taboo, the underbelly, the seedy side of life. That always fascinated me more than the Christian or the popular culture or popular religion. And I read the Satanic Bible, and it made a lot of sense to me. I realized for the first time in my life that there is a group of individuals who feel the same way I do. And before that, it was a struggle. It was a struggle to find an identity. I was never comfortable with an identity of being a Catholic or Christian. It never settled well with me. And when I read the Satanic Bible, it made a lot of sense. For the first time in my life, I could identify with a group of individuals that felt the same way I did. And from there on, I continued to read Anton Lavey's books, the Satanic Bible, the Satanic Witch, Secret Life of a Satanist, The Devil's Notebook, Satan Speaks, The Church of Satan, anything I could revolving around Anton Lavey and the occult. I read many books on the occult, and I found my niche. I was comfortable in the philosophy of Satanism, and I still am to this day. I'm 33 now. I became a member of the Church of Satan when I was 18. So that's kind of where I stand as a Satanist. I don't have a hatred for other beliefs. I don't have a hatred for Christians. I don't have any respect for their philosophy or the atrocities that they've done upon mankind. But at the same token, I'm willing to live and let live. I feel like, so long as they don't force their beliefs down my throat and deem themselves to educate my children on what they should believe and who can pray in class and who cannot and so on and so forth, I'm okay. I'm okay. I really don't give a shit what they believe. I'm happy with what I believe, and I always will be. Hail Satan. And this, right there, is what life is all about.